Today's episode is not sponsored by Corona. But we drinking it. It caught that shit. Oh, man. Corona. Perfectly smooth in Spanish.
That's what it means?
That's exactly what it means. I don't know if that's what it means. I just know that when you go into a store and there's a thing that's called Corona Premium, and they have it in English, you would assume that the original one means.
I still want to see what that would taste like.
It probably tasted exactly the same, just a bigger bottle. Perfectly smooth. That's what it is. Not sponsored, but we will
give you a shout out.
And if you want to I'll be willing to say good stuff about Corona.
Oh hell yeah. If you show up to a function and everybody's like, "Oh, what we drinking?" Never go wrong if you walk in with a 12-pack of Corona.
Ever.
Cause they're gonna drink it.
100% of the time. All right. Welcome to the Blue Trumpet Podcast. I'm your host, Nick, and we just had ourselves a open and talk about beer. So I have a co-host today. I'll let him tell you who he is.
As always, for the third time's the charm. My name is Bama Smith. Same thing on Instagram and Facebook. Well, no, Instagram. What is my Instagram? Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
illegal_meditation.
Boom.
Green Rocks _kitchen.
There you
I'll
go.
spell all that at the end.
Alright, so where you going, man?
I gotta light something and I don't feel like getting a lighter, so I'm using the stove.
Oh, Jesus Lord. Okay. Well, in any case and stuff, so what's been going on with you, man? Oh, you want to wait till you walk back over here?
Shit, I'm back now.
Oh. Okay. Just so everybody know, we're doing a little bit different. We're trying to have a little structure to this random chaos of a beautiful podcast we got going on.
Yes. So all comments, questions, topics, or whatever that you guys wish us to talk about or to just blah, blah, blah about, feel free to comment below.
And whatnot. So, alright. So, back to the original question. What's been going on with you, man?
I finally got into a relationship after 2.5 years of being single.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had to get through some things, a lot of people will call it trust issues. I believe that's an excuse instead of just being honest with yourself and just saying you don't trust that person or you're not trusting right now. It's not a trust issue because I just feel like it's a oversaturated phrase. Everyone's like, "Oh, I have trust issues.
But it's
just
possible.
Be real. Just like you don't trust nobody right now.
But it's possible to trust people and still have issues. Since trust issues, right? So like
with my girlfriend now, like I have a few legal situations going on right now, and before I actually asked her to be my girlfriend, I told her how I was feeling, everything I was going through. And she asked me, like, do you have trust issues right now? And I was like, no, I'm not going to tell you I have trust issues because that's to me giving myself an excuse to down the line. And if we have an argument, like, I told you I have trust issues, that means it's an ongoing thing. I've never had trust issues. I just am weary about the people I contact with, but it's not a trust issue. I just don't trust everybody because of what's happened to me. But I do trust her enough. Excuse me. I don't want to say trust her with my heart, but I trust her with my emotions right now.
Okay.
Eventually down the line, I'll get to that trust her with my heart feeling.
I think when people say like trust issues and whatnot, they're really just trying to say like somebody fucked them over. They're not over it.
Right.
And so it's going to carry on to their next relationship because whatever happened before, it still hurt a little bit. And
I'm supposed to be sipping this damn beer.
Yeah, you're supposed to be sipping a beer and you over here smoking a black. But yeah, it's just one of them things.
That is not getting the honorable shout out of what I'm smoking. Listeners, adults, kids, teenagers. We're not promoting for you to go out and drink and smoke. It's
what's happening currently.
Yeah. You're old enough to make your own decisions. Don't be a follower.
Right.
Get followers.
Wise words. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like a lot of people
Sips beer.
puts down. But a lot of people though do still go with that same term, trust issues, because it's such a general term. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can literally have trust issues with anything.
Shit, I got trust issues with the expiration date on a milk carton. Like you go to the store to buy a thing of milk, and it said it expires in 4 days. Then why are you selling me milk that expires in 4 days? I don't trust you. Like, what did you do to this milk to make it exactly expire in 4 days? But then the ironic part is, if you get that milk or you get that loaf of bread and you keep it cold and not open it, like I know a lot of things that happen, well not happen, but I don't know, it might be a southern thing, but with me personally, when I buy a new thing of bread, I put it in the refrigerator and I don't open it. I might put it in the refrigerator or I might put it in the freezer. I have like 4 or 5 things of bread in the freezer.
You know,
and then it pushes it past the expiration date, and then when you finally let it unthaw, it's perfectly good.
There's actually
I don't trust the expiration date. It's not a trust issue. I just don't trust it.
You know what? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because my grandmother does the same thing. She'd be putting everything inside this giant freezer, and then all of a sudden she pull it out, and it's like, this is supposed to have gone bad 3 months ago.
Exactly.
But it tastes like she just got it that day.
Yo,
that don't make sense.
You know what trust issues is?
That sounds like a conspiracy.
Trust issues is in grade school when you had the canned food drive and everybody bring them in them old ass expired cans.
The ones in the back.
That's the trust issue because you got an issue of not knowing if these students just brought you with some canned goods or some just shit to get, you know, whatever the prize is for that.
Pulling them yams from the back of the cabinet that been there for 4 years
and shit. Extra expired.
Oh man, I remember cleaning out my whole cabinet one day at a food drive just because, you know, it was there and we wouldn't use them. And matter of fact, on cans, when's the last time you ever opened up a can and used it?
Open up a can?
Yeah, like the last time you ever got food out of a can.
The tuna fish count?
That yes and no, but I'm like when's the last time you just really, for anybody out there, when's the last time you just kind of, if you're well off, ever just kind of like opened up a can of food?
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I cheated on Sunday dinners. Like I have my chicken. Of course, it's fresh chicken. There ain't no such thing as canned chicken. I hope it ain't no such thing as canned chicken.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
There's such thing as canned chicken.
That's disgusting. I had my chicken breast and I had my rice and I had canned collard greens.
Canned collard green. Okay.
It was already seasoned. Everything. You just put it in the pot, whip it up, and eat it. It
ain't the same, yo.
Oh no, it was busting.
No,
it was busting.
Canned collard.
It just wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like Mama's collard greens, but it was still busting.
Can't nothing beat Mama's collard green.
Can't nothing beat Mama's nothing.
Exactly. It's like,
shout out to all the moms
out there. You know, nobody ever shouts out dads either.
Shout out to all the dads, man, because
there ain't no songs about dads.
Yo, with the situation I'm going through, yo, I you know how court situations go, especially when it's an open case. I can't tell y'all what the fuck it is, but at the end of the day, yo, shout out to all the fathers who are actually trying to be a part of their child's life. I'll leave it at that, because to go back to the question of how I've been and what's new.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I it's a tie between me personally choosing not to deal with nobody because of what I went through, creating that quote unquote trust issue, and just taking time to myself for once to not jump into something.
Right. Because jumping into something inevitably leads to it crashing and burning and stuff, and then you're left back at square one, right?
Right.
So, right. Man, no, I'm just saying, like, there's not enough out there for all the good dads out there who be right. who stay there, who take care of children when the mother leave, and all that stuff. And
like, shit, there is such thing as a stay-at-home dad. Yeah, you know?
Like, there's dads out there right now, sure, just taking care of like 3-4 children because somebody didn't want to be there, somebody fucked up, somebody.
Like, I think it's fucked up. In my opinion, how much it's not fucked up, but I don't want to say fucked up, but it's fucked up. It's fucked up that Mother's Day gets so much hype in Father's Day, get your father a tie or get him this mug or some tools.
Man, when I get older,
the fuck, like, bruh, you give me a tie for fucking Father's Day, I'ma hang you with it. Like, no, give me the same love that y'all just went and bought y'all mama this $200 pair of earrings or whatever. Well, we got you some tools. That's $200. Y'all give me tools every year, and I don't build shit. Yeah,
man,
like, what the fuck?
Coming from the fact that we both have artistic backgrounds from music and doing digital work. Mm-hmm. If I have a child and they bring me a drill for Father's Day,
I think that would work out better with you than with me.
Nah.
I mean, you do art.
I'm all digital. I'm all digital. What I'm gonna do?
Build you a rack.
I'm gonna build me a rack.
Yeah, like a new desk or something.
You know.
Yeah, see, it's more practical.
No, it's only practical because of the job I work at. Because I know how to build the desk.
Exactly.
Now, but if I didn't know how to build a desk,
you didn't know how to build one before that.
Look, from scratch.
Yeah.
You just get all the wood pieces right, and you got to drill it together.
No, you got to do the dimensions.
I mean,
and measure it, and blueprint it, and cut it, and then belt sand it, and paint it, and
I summed it up.
Wood glue it, and hey, there's our third co-host who's really not co-hosting right now.
He's sleeping. Oh,
well,
what's up, man? That's Leslie. All right, so
you don't know who Leslie is? Go listen to the Bakery podcast.
The Bakery, and go listen to Nerdish.
Yeah.
When that drops, well, it's already gonna be dropped.
It's coming, goddamn.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. So I just threw up all the continuity of the podcast. I'm over here talking about stuff that's
we just gave y'all a playlist. We just gave y'all a playlist for free. No leaks. No leaks.
Right.
No plumbing needed.
We just took. All right. So this is the present. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, this is the future.
Yes.
Nerdish is the present. So that's dropping this week.
Right.
So everybody should go check that out. And if you haven't checked that out, you should go stop watching this one and go watch that one. Then watch it and listen to this one. Sorry, my bad.
Unless you got ambidextrous ears, you just listen to both of them at the same time. I don't know how you gonna do that shit.
But who wants that headache though? All right, so
that's the same thing with goddamn getting in a relationship, bro. Who wants that headache? I'm sorry.
I'm glad that was a good segue. Go ahead.
But with relationships, like, you got to think about it. Like, when people are like, "Oh, I'm going to leave you. You're never going to find anything better than me." Like, bro, at the beginning, we didn't try to find anything better than you at the beginning. Like, you visually caught my attention. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody looks at a woman and be like, "Yo, she has a great personality." Off rip, you gonna see him like, "Damn, that ass fat as fuck. Can I hit?" And then she's gonna put you through that ringer to let you hit, but then doesn't be aware that she's actually giving you emotional stuff for you to get attached to. And then once you start talking and texting for a week, and then you show genuine interest, and then they just
stop. Just like that. The silence, right? Well, that's not all. That's not
Ladies,
all.
Stop doing that shit. Like, I think that's the issue of this new generation that's forming with the past generation. Like, they're both trying to meet in the equilibrium of the new times. Keeping it 100 is the biggest issue I feel right now with dating, talking, relationships. Like, I saw a post on Instagram that was like, the biggest issues in now is talking turns to texting, conversations turn to status posts, something like that along those lines. And that's the issue. Instead of being able to talk to that person that you're getting to know or whatever, and everybody says, "Well, you keep it 100 with me, I keep it 100 with you." You couldn't keep it 100 with me. You couldn't just tell me you wasn't feeling it anymore, or you got a new dude or new female or whatever. You know, that's the issue of keeping it 100 with the next person, because now all you're doing is just creating another asshole.
You know,
especially if that person is a genuine, diehard, sweet person.
Right.
They're being genuine with you, but you know you're not necessarily up for that roller coaster ride. Let them know so that way they can make their own decision to get the fuck on if they choose to, but don't sit there and drag them along like, "Oh, I'm this type of person, I'm that type of person," and then you just stop and it's like, well, no, you're not that type of person, you're a bitch just like the rest of them, and now I'm gonna think everybody else is a bitch, which creates that quote unquote trust issue.
And on the other side of that coin, you know, because dudes do that to girls too, which is why I believe that kind of correlates into why girls do that to dudes. It's kind of like it has its own little
gender reversal.
Yeah, it has its own little push and pull to it. So like, there's probably some dude that was in that girl's life who did that to her, it gave her trust issues.
Right.
And then from those trust issues, she then took that subconsciously and started doing it to the next person who may or may not be a great dude.
Now, my beef is the ones who, not the subconsciously ones, but the ones who do it consciously. Not just to say like you're gold digging or whatever, but you have that secure the bag mentality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're talking to somebody, but what profit can they bring you instead of what emotional joy can they bring you, or what stability can they bring you? You just there for a physical purpose instead of an emotional purpose.
You there for a good time, not a long time.
Right.
Oh man!
And you know there are good men and good women out there who are actually there for that long haul, but then that opposite person that they're talking to isn't on that same playing field. So that time that you're taking to see that about that person, instead of being able to see it by nature's intent, you're forced to see it because they just Houdini out of nowhere and you never hear from them again. And then it'd be some bullshit like if you're on Instagram and you posted something on your Instagram live or your Snapchat story, and they watch every single thing you do, and it pops up that this person watched it, this person commented, this person liked it, but this person still ain't responding to your text from 4 days ago, but they read it.
Oh man, I think that's the worst. Let me get. Okay, look. Before I got in the relationship I'm in now, right?
Shout out to babe.
I know. Shout out to Boo Boo. She know who she is. Look, y'all laughing. I don't care. Look.
Hey, for me, shout out to Big Booty. She know her name. So she is. I told her the other day. No bullshit, you not. Like, I know it's a quick tangent, but I told her, I was like, I ain't made no ringtone for you, but I'm gonna go to Throwback 2 Chainz to switch it up on. She got a big booty, so I call her Big Booty. Bro, that's your girlfriend? Yeah.
Heck nah.
You see her, you'll see why.
Heck nah. But, but what I'm trying to get at is like, before my relationship, in the past, I used to deal with that all the time. I feel like the red receipt that people get on their phones is the biggest curse and blessing you could possibly have. Because, you know, you message somebody and then they can't lie about it. If they read it, it already said.
I didn't see your message, but it said you read it.
Yeah, right. Oh man,
But then that also opens that door for the bullshit excuse. Oh, I was just like scrolling and I opened it. I didn't even realize that I opened it. I meant to respond. I thought I hit send.
But check this out though. Nowadays you literally have to hit that person's name. It has
open it.
And look, you have to. It goes to one window where you see the people's name. Then you have to hit that person's name. Then that opens up into a whole conversation, which means you have to then back out of that conversation, right? No matter how fast you do it, you were still inside of it.
No. Of course, that depends on what you're messaging on. Because like if you do it on iPhone, you can have the option to turn off your read receipt. But there are still some apps and shit that will snitch on you. Example, Snapchat, snitch. Soon as you send that bitch off, you got that blue triangle, yeah, they ain't seen it. But if you go back to it and that shit turned white, oh, they read your shit. Instagram, delivered, seen, read. Facebook, it pops up a fucking check mark when they've got it and they're online, and then they face pop up next to it when they read it. You can't turn that option off.
You can't.
Nah, you just been made number 117 of the 116 unread messages.
Yeah.
No, not unread, unresponded messages.
Back a long time ago, I used to think girls used to just collect messages from dudes.
They still do.
For clout purposes.
They still do. What you mean? They still do.
I don't think they all just collect messages for clout purposes.
I'm trying to use it.
Yeah, bottle openers problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, do they do that? And then like try to flaunt it in front of their friends or some stuff? Like, look at all these motherfuckers.
Just like how they will brag and boast of my followers, my comments, my DMs.
My likes.
My DMs is popping. That's what that phrase means. My DMs is popping. It means how many unread messages and requests did you have? A lot.
Dang.
And it's fucked up. I want to know, man, how many unread messages do y'all have?
Girls too. girls too.
Man, I don't even need to know that one because
there's some
every
girls
female in my mind by standard has 20 plus.
We can't be biased. There's some girls out there who suffer from it.
I'm not being biased because I've seen the most basic Betty of females have 20 unread messages. Like, shout it. Who is giving you that clout in your head to think you cannot respond to these messages?
Oh, man.
But at the same time, you still trying to talk to that female, so you're part of that clout that just gave her unread messages.
Right. So, and
then when you come to the same respect of a dude, no, you got unreturned messages. Well, at least from my personal experience.
That leads back to another question I have.
Mm-hmm.
How does that girl determine who she's gonna talk to out of the thousands of messages that she already have on there? Because you know there's always some random dude. Like there's you, and then Leslie over there in the kitchen just staring at people
around the corner and shit.
Nah, I was gonna start the microwave, but I was like, it sounds kind of good. I don't want to interrupt it.
Oh, well, there you go. All right. So, all right, shoot.
If y'all hear random microwave, you know what it is.
See, we got listeners. We got listeners.
Hey, real shit. Just like, you know, it's a real conversation, man.
We got listeners. People trying to eat, and they gonna get stopped. No, but like for real though, like okay, you be the dude who's trying to talk to the girl, right?
Right.
And then
hold on. Am I the dude who tried to talk to her that met her in person? Now I'm messaging her, or I'm just simply trying to shoot my shot through the DMs?
Social media.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's social media, but am I?
Okay.
The first conversation is the first conversation had in person, then leads to social media, or did I instantly like, yo, I followed her because she's bad, I'm gonna shoot my shot?
You know what? Okay, so let's go on the assumption that everything's social media right now. Okay.
Okay.
We're not talking about in person because that gives you a little edge on the other person.
Okay.
It does. It gives you a little edge on the other person because all right, social media. If I hit you up, you just a blank person, right? Or if she hits you up, you just a blank person. There's no reason for her to talk to you. But if you meet her in person, it's like she done seen your face.
Know you ain't a catfish.
Right. She already know, so she know you a real thing.
But you can flex on social media the same equivalence you can flex in real life. You can have the fakest of fucking jewelry, the fakest of shoes, the fakest of outfits, name brands, and wear it so good that it look real. And then take that same fake shit and add them filters to it so it look extremely real. Pay for some followers, pay for some clout. Same thing.
All right, so
damn, you gotta pay for followers.
Man,
you can pay for followers.
He just hit me with some knowledge, but no, I just got slapped in the face with a book full of knowledge. But no, all right, so now we established that both these two people are on social media, right?
Right.
All right, one dude's telling the girl how great she looked, blah 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 blah. This is like some thirsty shit, right? And the other dude is kind of like not doing that, but kind of just being like, well, people consider like the bad boy, kind of a dick. But yeah.
Hey, bitch!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look. All right, yeah, that's
go downtown. Hey, start in the red. hey, light skin. Let me. Hey. All right. Go ahead in. What you want? Nothing. I don't even want to fuck with you no more. Same thing you doing on social media. Goddamn, you go on there, you like 5 or 6 of her pictures back to back, make sure her shit lights up so she's noticed. Okay, somebody just liked all my shit. Then you shoot one message. Then you shoot another message. Then you shoot another message. Then you shoot another message. Okay, she not responding. All right, fuck you then, bitch. Block. You blocked her or unfollowed her.
Wow. Okay, so
everything that normally happens in real life has been transcribed to social media now.
Oh man. So all right.
It's just like now. So who do you like? Let's say this new generation. This is where I call you in, Leslie, because technically you're part of the new generation.
Actually, halfway. So I'm 95.
Yeah, you're that bridge. You're that bridge that's merging the two generations.
I have no idea if they can hear him or not, but yeah, he's the bridge. Okay,
now back then when we wanted to know if some shit was factual or not, I'm gonna wait till I see it on the news, right? Now I'm gonna wait till I see if it get posted on Instagram or Facebook.
Or YouTube.
Or YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Until it hits the internet.
Right.
So it's like the credibility switches over. So the credibility of the person trying to shoot the shot is
do you wait till you see it in person, or do you wait to see if it gets posted on the internet? Versus back in the day, okay, well, 9/11 just happened. Well, did it happen because of word of mouth, or because it reported on the news? Now it's like, oh, 9/11 happened, but it's not on the internet, so it didn't happen.
Yo, man, I was listening to a podcast today, and they were talking about where were you when the disaster struck, and they were talking about different disasters struck in different time periods.
Right.
I was sitting in an elementary school classroom when the teacher decided to turn on
9/11?
Yeah.
We was in the same. Yeah, we was both in Flint.
No. We two different elementary schools.
That's why we was at Flint. I'm thinking of Culpeper.
Yeah,
Culpeper was in. Yeah.
Because I went to Lake City, and I remember sitting in the classroom coloring, and all of a sudden I look up on the TV, and it's like, why are these buildings on fire? And this isn't to be rude to anybody from New York. I'm just saying, I was like, I don't know how old I was. I just know that it didn't look right at first.
Ooh, that was loud.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, man. Sorry for that, y'all.
So y'all was in elementary school. I was at prime care.
What was that?
He was at prime care.
Teacher comes in.
This man will learn his
I am
ABCs.
so sorry. I know you watch the Teletubby, but you need to see this. You white bitch. I don't mean to be racist, not really racist, but still though, you white motherfucker.
I was in 5th grade. I was in English class, and I went to the bathroom because I had the shit. I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. I had the shit. I came back to the classroom and I saw my teacher just crying her ass off, and she was like the sweetest of sweethearts. You couldn't come in and she was like, "Where's your homework?" "Oh, my dog ate it, but then my dog got hit by a car." She'll give you an excuse type shit. But fucking, we came back in and she was crying, and then the next thing you know, she just turned on the news, and I was just looking at it like, nah. I was honestly wondering, a plane can actually hit a building. Because at the time, you know, I didn't really think that deep into it. I just think planes are always way the fuck up in the air. So a small enough plane to get that low to hit that building.
Yeah, he ain't had
the first plane. I wasn't there when the first plane hit. I came in class when the second plane hit. So I'm thinking, the first plane hit. You know, it's a tragedy and everything. Y'all see the second plane coming. Didn't nobody do nothing about the second plane? That's the only thing I was thinking at that time, even when I got home, all this stuff. And then the second plane hits. It's like, nobody did nothing about the second plane? Oh, the Pentagon hit. What the fuck y'all just seen? 2 other planes is hit.
You know, I didn't find out too.
And then there was the 4th plane that just randomly crashed somewhere. And it was full of nothing but degree and paperwork.
But look.
Yeah, there was 4 planes in total.
But look, I didn't know. I didn't know that the Pentagon had got hit till like literally a month later. Because
it got. Did you hear about the bullshit about when the Pentagon got hit?
No.
When the Pentagon got hit, they immediately came with the gravel and shit to cover it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See.
Immediately when it got hit, because that's when the 9/11 conspiracies came. Like they were already forming about, you know, the planes hitting the building, but then when the Pentagon got hit and they went to go report on the Pentagon, you didn't see a plane. You didn't see no parts of a plane. Even the crash outlining of the imprint was not in the form of a plane. Just like the one that randomly crashed in that field, there was no imprint of a plane.
And then you also got to think about it too. If a plane really was there, don't you think it'd be a little more fucked up?
Right. Especially from working at the airport. We know how bad the jet fumes is and everything. That didn't seem like, you know, no hit or no natural type thing, because I'm even thinking harder now that I'm an adult. Okay, the plane hits on the ground,
right,
into a building that supposedly had passengers on it. Where's the luggage?
Where's dead bodies?
Not even dead bodies. They can decompose and burn up, you know, bones included. Where's the luggage that scatters into the air and falls back down?
And breaks apart.
Right. There was no luggage, no paperwork, no tickets, no nothing. Then we go down to, there's no passengers, no bodies, no nothing that, but only people that was in the Pentagon, they're injured and severely wounded or maimed.
It's almost like either it was a bomb or it was an empty ass plane.
Which all summarizes back to the main thing of creating trust issues, because now we don't trust the government.
Oh, that good turnaround.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good turnaround.
It always goddamn relates back some type of way, man.
Man, yo.
What you want to do that? That's like playing to the Pentagon. Just for the fuck of it.
Man, for those who don't know, I try to stay away from watching the news. And the only reason I try to stay away from watching it's real negative. And that's why I don't watch the news.
The only time I watch the news, 2 occasions. The Falcons just played and I missed it. Weather. That's it.
Oh man, talk about trust issues.
I don't even like watching that motherfucking weather. Fuck you, because I already know what you about to say. Fuck you. Y'all not about to do my Falcons like that. Okay? Matt Ryan gives trust issues. But yeah, that fucking, even watching news just for the weather purposes, I don't even trust that shit, because they can say, oh, the weather's going to be 74. And anybody who's listening lives in Georgia. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You watch the news and it says it's going to be 75 degrees outside. When you walk outside and you feel like Sub-Zero and Killer Frost are having a fight.
Oh man.
But then you go back to check your phone and the shit says current temperature 75, but you got ice chips coming from your nose.
And it doesn't vice.
Where the fuck does 75 degrees feel like 20?
You know that switches up too, where it feels like Scorpion and fucking Kratos fighting each other in hell.
Like right now, it's supposed to be spring, but the other day, what was it? It's springtime down here, but was it 2 days ago? It was 30 degrees.
Yeah, how does that work?
But at the same time, I'm getting attacked by pollen.
Oh man, it did whoop
and
your
cold
ass.
air.
That pollen whooped your ass, yo.
Man, I had to call out of work, bro. I had a swollen eye and a swollen leg.
Boy, it gave you that 2-piece.
Then I got sick just because of the inconsistent temperature. Trust issues.
Trust issues. I wonder how many times we can say trust issues in this entire podcast for us.
Hey, somebody comment and tell me how many times we say trust issues. Let me know.
Counting that one.
Because I probably ain't gonna trust you if you.
So you go.
If I can't trust you, I'm gonna have to call you Metro.
Which is gonna care. Oh man. Oh snap. But yeah, man, it's a lot of stuff going around. I was hearing this story about how Elon Musk is about to try to buy Facebook and delete it.
I've been hearing that, and my only question is, who the hell is Elon Musk?
Elon Musk he's been dubbed the real life Tony Stark. The man he can buy whatever he want. He do whatever. This man is trying to create underground railways so we can move faster. Like they go at like 100 miles. No, Musk. For those of you who don't know, we went on a short break real quick because Damien went to go. I guess he went to go take a shit or something like that. But Leslie, what you over there making, man?
Everybody got sweet tooth and snacking some type of shit. You know you gotta make viewers jealous too, guys.
Oh man.
These bitches gonna be good. Y'all just gonna be over there again.
All kinds of smacking noises, huh? Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy, yo. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that again, y'all. We had a second commercial break just because of the fact that we were waiting for all the hosts to get back correctly and reset. Alright, so back to it. Alright, so
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, okay, so far calls the real life Tony Stark, is basically he has his own car company, he has his own space company, he has his own like any kind of scientific investigations company, and he's also in plots to buying Facebook, deleting it because it's taking up too much of everybody's time, and also it's leaking information that people don't need to know. And he's also plotting a trip to Mars, which I'm gonna get on in a little bit in a second. And I got a question to ask. Go ahead.
I was at work the other day, and I was watching the Mark Zuckerberg deposition that they had on the news. And the fucking judge or one of the jurors, they asked him a question. That shit was so funny. They asked him, would you care to share what hotel you were in last night? And it took him a minute. He took a quick pause and he was like, no, I don't want to share what hotel I was in. And they responded like, oh, so you'll protect your privacy, but you won't protect ours?
Point.
Man, I'm talking about. I'm like, if that ain't checkmate right then and there, I'm like, yo,
exactly.
That just caught your ass.
Right. So like, I don't know. Elon Musk seems to be like
84 million people.
I know, right? Just all that information. All that information. That's
It's a good
crazy.
thing I don't post shit like I used to. I mostly repost.
But dude seems to be like doing some real heroic kind of stuff. He's kind of caring about the people. He got missions to Mars, yo. You know, I had ever since I heard about this, I've been meaning to ask you a question. Mm-hmm. And this isn't gonna be no scientific stuff. We're not breaking down nothing. But what you think Mars weed is gonna be about? You go there. You
not smoking.
You ain't gonna smoke none of that Martian.
Hell no.
That Martian Kush.
Right now, I can't even take my helmet off. How much smoke is it?
There's domes. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
You grow it up, to bring it back.
Right. No, you ain't gotta bring it back. All right.
Time, though, you let the monkey smoke it.
All right. Check this out. You get a ticket, right? You get a trip to go to Mars for a year because that's how long it's gonna take. So you're on Mars for a year. They got a dome, and guess what? They growing weed, right? Now this is all new soil, all new atmosphere. So
man, with that logic, I'm looking for goddamn Mordecai and Rigby. Yeah, that sounds like bro. That was the end of the regular show. They fucking took that dome and flew somewhere else.
But I'm saying though, y'all went.
And they went to other habitable planets and fucked them up.
Okay, if y'all,
I kind of feel like that's what we would do if we went to all these other planets and found a way to habitat them. We'll fuck them up just like we fucking up Earth.
True.
Man, I'm surprised how well we've translated trust issues all the way to the cosmos, yo.
Because I don't trust humans to go into space and actually habitat another planet.
Yo, so if Earth has
then they're gonna have to write a whole nother history book. Oh, well, we was the first country landed. No, we were.
Oh, and then all the rich people.
We discovered this shit on accident. No.
Yeah. Oh, we were the first creatures to go out in space.
And
we
then
got a map. And then whatever aliens are living there, oh no, we discovered this.
Colonize. We gonna colonize the hell out of them.
We gonna annex the fucking planet, and then all the aliens are gonna fucking start a war. Like, nigga, how you gonna say you discovered our shit and we already lived here?
Like that
with
sounds.
America and the Native Americans, how you gonna say you discovered America and we was already here? It's nothing to discover, my dude. We already here.
We already smoking them.
Like, we taught y'all how to bathe, you nasty fucks. Like
what you mean? But so with that in mind, I keep talking about like I said, I don't condone the uses of major drugs, but so far marijuana doesn't have any kind of bad side effects.
I still don't say that shit's a drug. It's just a plant.
It's a plant that grows.
You happen to
You can't grow cocaine.
You can't grow meth.
You can't grow meth. You can grow cocaine.
Poppy seeds.
That's where it comes from.
You know, when you go to Burger King and you get the burgers with the little seeds in it. Yeah, that's cocaine. That's what the cocaine is made from.
Yeah, if you eat enough of it, you can't pass the drug test. Fun
It's
fact.
made from poppy seeds.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
If you eat enough of it,
If you eat enough poppy seeds, you will
can't.
fail a drug test.
100% of the time.
Don't eat poppy seeds, y'all. Especially for your country folks.
But all right, so we go to Mars, right? Because like if Earth has this beautiful plant like marijuana that helps out everything, that means other planets got to have some type of substance that's just like marijuana.
Well, then in that not natural, but in that same context of going to another planet and smoking their plants, would you go to their planet and have sex with their inhabitants?
That pussy ain't got no teeth.
Okay. In a world, I gotta say this. This gonna sound corny as hell, but in a world where I'm single and I go to Mars. Okay.
In a world where, yeah.
In a world where I'm single and I go to Mars, because I know if I go to Mars, if you go to Mars and you still in a relationship with somebody on Earth, yes.
And you fucking alien. It's a once in a lifetime.
Man, no girl cares about
it's
that.
Like once in a lifetime.
No girl. I don't care what you say. No girl cares where it's coming from. They gonna be like, you better stop fucking that alien bitch.
But we'll keep your ass on Mars because you come home, your shit gonna be on the curb in a plastic bag.
Over here, fucking. Look, I can see it now. I can see it now. You call. I know you out there fucking alien bitches.
How you even get my number? Ain't no numbers out here.
Like, I know that's what you doing, Tayshawn. Fucking alien bitches.
First off, me and Ragnar are not fucking.
We just friends.
We just plotting, goddamn.
Okay, like she come over, we just have conversations.
You know what? I'm tired of your shit, Keisha. Ragnar, she got a perfect credit score. She's an ambassador of her planet.
Everybody's on the honeymoon.
Yo, what is the episode of Rick and Morty when he went to that planet? Yo.
That's all I'm saying. Look, all I'm saying is,
Oh shit.
all I'm saying is, there's gonna be somebody out there who's trying to make the world's first ever Martian porn, and he's gonna find the most closest looking human-like thing out there to get with.
That was a movie. That was a movie. That was a fucking The Fifth Element.
But technically, she wasn't. Well, yeah,
She was an alien. She was a purebred alien.
but she looked really human. So
If we go to Mars and we run into some shit like that, do you still fuck her?
And like I said, in a world where I'm doing this for my own safety. Hypothetically, if I go to another planet
and you're single
and I'm single and I see something like that, I'm gonna learn the language. I'm gonna get with that. No, because
I'm not doing it. I don't want no space needs. I'm not doing it. Fucking, I fuck you and fucking alien babies coming out my dick and then I spontaneously combust. Hell no. Hell no. And who throw that bitch into the sun with goddamn doomsday? Hell no.
Who's to say that aliens even have the same type of vaginas that we dealing with? What if
aliens are asexual?
Oh man, like they just split apart, but they just look different.
They don't need nobody to reproduce with them.
Man,
but they have a working reproductive system for somebody to penetrate them.
Here's a question.
But then that would actually, then we would have to go into science because even if we do mate with the alien, our sperm and genetic DNA wouldn't do shit to
We don't know that because it's just a theory. See, and then on top of that, it's like, what if the alien has 4 titties?
Man,
you still fucking?
We need a fucking soundboard to hit the goddamn drop on the clues bomb.
Well, I mean, you can add whatever you want, man. You editing.
Drop on the clues bomb for the hypothesis.
like you editing. Okay. If you see an alien and she got 4 titties,
I'm sucking on phone.
Oh, okay. Leslie's down. I ain't even finished the example.
I mean, he from Mississippi. He from Mississippi. You know, they fuck cousins out there. You know?
That's a motherfucking lie. You ain't gonna put me out like that now. If y'all look, guys,
yo, that conversation is saved for off record.
Nah.
You put it on record. He put it on record. I just want to say for a fact.
Please don't do it.
Find out who the hell is part of your family at a young age.
Oh Lord. Lord Jesus. Okay, so
yo, light up his comments.
Like
Twitch on Instagram.
Lay Twitch.
He's not going out there and be like, who's your mama and daddy?
I am. Fuck you mean? Anytime I meet a female with the last name Smith, who your daddy?
So you was walking around 10 years old asking everybody?
Yes. Yes. If it's a male, if it's a male or female, if your last name is Smith, I'm asking who your daddy is.
You know what made my situation more fucked up? Their last name was Young. My mama's last name is Burton, but she switched to Hayden. My dad's last name is Houston. How the fuck was I supposed to know?
See, but that's how you get a pass. That's how you get. He was completely
That's how you
clueless.
snitch on yourself.
That's how he was completely clueless. All right. Look, we can't judge him.
Who can't? I can't.
This is a non-judgment zone.
It was misinformation.
See, he had a misinformation. It's
My
fine.
mama told at the end of the wedding, that's your cousin.
My cousins are gonna love you. Yo,
All right, so
set up in Mississippi.
back to my example. All right, 4 titties, but she has 6 tentacles on her back.
Nope.
Ooh,
Nope.
whoa,
Nope.
what?
Nope. I've seen too much hentai. Nope. Anything with tentacles. Nope.
What you think she gonna grab your butt or something?
She gonna grab it. Exactly. It's gonna be a tentacle going towards somebody's anus. What you gonna tell her? What you gonna tell her alien? Oh no, I ain't with the anal shit. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They got 6 horny tentacles. And she gonna say, "Oh, you thought you was gonna fuck these 4 titties? Nah, nigga."
All right, so my next question.
If you've seen anybody that's seen hentai and y'all seen that tentacle porn, you know this shit not gonna go your way.
My next question though.
It's not.
like my next question for y'all. If it was 2 of those same exact aliens and it was on Pornhub, would you watch it?
No comment.
It's not.
I'll put it like this. Yes, I would watch it, but no, I'm not gonna fap to it because I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. It's just interesting, and I can't look away. There was a movie, Clerks 2. Clerks 2, they had a fucking donkey show. It was a dude fucking a donkey. And everybody was disturbed. They said this shit, I'm so disturbed, but yet I can't look away. That's how it would be watching alien porn.
I mean, how would you even come? You would have to search that. That's not like to watch alien porn. You would have to search that. You would have to literally go out your way.
It's not a
type
hard
that in.
search. It's not a hard search. You can literally go to any porn site and type in alien.
Just type in word A.
And it's fucked up because in our society, if you go to Pornhub and you type in alien, it's gonna pop up Mexican.
That's fucked up.
It is.
Because they're still technically aliens of the country if they're not citizens.
Man, we talking about aliens of the world.
Trust issues.
Trust issues. That's what I'm saying. Like if you was to go on the internet, if there was an actual alien discovery and you tried to type in alien porn, it would not be that hard to find. Nick, you can still go on the internet right now and go to Google and type in horse porn and you will see a woman sucking off a horse. So do you really think alien porn would be that hard to find?
No.
Because they tried to hide the fuck out of Area 51 and look how quick we found that shit.
I think there's more areas.
It got to, because you didn't just say, oh, we're going to call this Area 51. Like, what happened to the other 50?
Like, right. I think there's more than that. I think there's like an Area 87 or something like that.
Man, it's Area 87.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it sound right. Area 87 is probably out in the Pacific Ocean somewhere.
With the generational advancement that's going on, finding alien porn, if aliens were discovered, would not be that hard.
It probably wouldn't. You're right. Especially,
but again, I would definitely watch it. I'm just not beating me to it. Because again, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, there's a total of 8 titties on the screen and 12 tentacles, like, tentacling out. It's like, if octopuses really had porn, like, bruh, it's really octopusy. Like, I'm not watching octopusy.
you ain't gonna watch those 2 octopus people get it on?
No, because then we're gonna fuck around and get another octomom.
Ooh.
Too soon?
Ooh.
No, it ain't too soon. That shit been like a whole decade now.
It has, but still.
Like, how old are kids?
You know she went into soft porn?
I watched that. I didn't watch it.
A long time ago, I was watching that for a good little minute. I was like, I wanted to see where this was
like.
Going
Anytime there's a celebrity porn tape, I watch that shit. Yo, speaking of celebrity porn tape, did anybody else see that the Black China thing? I know it's old. Did anybody else see Black China Head Game?
No.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's not like that in real life, but it was like so horrible. Like, this is how I can describe it. If anybody has not seen it, it's old as hell. You can still see it. But I know it was a flex, first off, because Black China obviously didn't get where she is right now.
Right.
With no disrespect to her, but I'm pretty sure there were some sexual favors in there at one point in life. Your head game couldn't have been that boo-boo to get where you at now. First off.
She ain't beating super.
Second off, it looked like a person with extreme cavities and sensitive teeth trying to eat ice cream. The struggle was real. Like, Buddy was even scared to even put his dick all the way in her mouth. She was like trying to
razor blade. Say that again?
I said, but that TV steady going.
Oh man. Too much teeth. Oh, that's that feels.
So I got a question for y'all.
What happened?
It's 2-part.
Okay.
Have you ever got head from a woman who used majority of her teeth, and how did you react to it?
I'm gonna say no because it's never happened.
I'm gonna say yes. First time getting head, I thought it was gonna be fine like that shit in porn. But once I felt that teeth all the way down and right back up, I said no. Bitch, you stupid. You trying to kill me.
Man, porn lies to people, yo.
It does.
Man, you be sitting at once trust issues. You be sitting there.
Whoa.
Super trust issues.
Porn creates so many trust issues.
Oh my, they be like, is your dick too big? Is your dick too small? Is the vagina too wet? Is it too dry?
Here's the biggest trust issue that
No.
Here's to me the biggest trust issue that porn makes. Oh, this pussy's so good. It's so tight.
That's a trust issue because if the pussy is tight, that means she's not turned on. But porn makes you think tight pussy is good pussy. It's supposed to be loose.
It's supposed to be relaxed.
No, like you're supposed to be able to slide in
with ease,
relatively easy.
Oh.
But if it's tight as hell, she's not into it. Yeah.
It's and like you be seeing. I've watched it and I've looked at some of these chicks' faces and I've been like, she is not enjoying this. Some of these girls look like they getting back alley pummeled. I took that phrase from Tom Segura. I borrowed it. Sorry, not took. Borrowed.
Especially when you watch behind the scenes the porn and you think that she really squirting, but then you watch behind the scenes and she really just took water bottle and squirted it up there and then fucked with it enough so it squirts back out.
Oh yeah, that lie where like every girl squirts, but they don't.
This man done made Cinnabons.
This man got a whole cinnamon. He bringing a whole tray of Cinnabons over here, fresh ingredients.
You try to sit at the table.
Just go ahead and sit on the table.
As gentle as possible.
Not this table.
Oh, that one.
Oh, maybe I can reach and line getting up. Okay, that's the right.
All right, so there we go. Man. We got Cinnabons and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Except for that one that just like orgasm. And
See, that's why I was in here screaming no for.
Oh, he almost burnt the buns, Joe. He almost burnt the.
Almost fell off.
Oh shit.
but yeah, like there are so many things to create trust issues.
Especially, and even though it's porn, I still battle it back down to social media.
Yo.
You flex it. Flexing in porn, thinking that it's supposed to be this way, but it's really not. Goddamn, honestly, you think that you're supposed to fuck for an hour and a half because that's how long the video is, but then you really don't even realize that the video is 45 minutes of them just talking
and stopping,
acting, and then it's like 20 minutes of fucking.
There's like a bunch of cuts in porn that you don't even know about.
Exactly. Like whenever they switch positions, like there's a cut right there, and it took them like 10 minutes for either him to get back hard or her to actually get back wet, or you know, some people actually walk off from the scene because they're not into it no more, and you got to talk them back into it.
And then they had to reset. Like, dude done busted 5 minutes in.
Exactly. So now you got to shoot the goddamn cum shot and all that.
Girl done
shit.
came or done said, "Look, I'm tired of this."
Or the
it hurt.
sponge done fell out that she got up there to stop a period.
Or whatever. And so now we ain't porn stars,
I wish,
but we watch a lot of it.
I wish I was in porn.
My question on that is though.
And I don't mind being sponsored by Pornhub or Adam and Eve. I'm just letting that. I'm just putting that out there.
Hell, yo, since you putting shit out there, shout out to Mariah Mills. Shout out to Mariah Mills, goddamn.
But I got a question on the though.
Oh,
Okay.
Follow her on Instagram.
are we about to go down the list of porn star names?
No. I'm just asking. All right, for the regular porn, they stop and everything. But what about the ones that strap down and that medieval shit?
You talking about that BDSM?
Dog shit. No, I ain't talking about beating. I'm just talking about dog shit. Fuck.
you talking about hardcore versus softcore?
BDSM. You talking about that?
They both do the same thing.
Oh, so they unstrap the girl out of the thing and let her walk off, or just leave her there?
Yeah, because like they got like little signs and words and stuff that they be using to let people know like when it's too much.
Okay.
Yeah, they got safe words.
Oh, and most times they don't use. And from what I could tell is most times they don't use them. They use like taps and certain like gag noises and stuff. That's where the gag noise comes from.
Don't tell them that.
I think so. That's my theory.
Look at dog.
So stick a finger down your throat and say you ain't gonna make that same gag sound.
Alright. So anyway, okay, I'm not doing that. But alright, so man, there's a lot of things out there that make people have all kinds of disbeliefs, huh? So
Yo. Quick tangent on the subject of trust issues.
right.
We were speaking earlier about meeting in person versus shooting your shot online on social medias.
Right.
There's an entire show called Catfish where it proves that these motherfuckers ain't real. How the hell are y'all still getting catfished? And these folks done made many seasons telling you exactly how to figure out if this person a catfish or not.
Because they ain't paying attention to their advice.
I'm eating the cinnamon roll, yo. In case you get picked up on the mic, I just want to be honest.
Now then comes the never mind. I'm not gonna touch that one because I'm not ready for that backlash. Nope. I don't want that smoke.
Man, I remember that time where I had got catfish, Joe.
Well, I was there for it.
Oh man, you was a part of it.
Wait, you got catfish?
I got catfish a long time ago. Wait, man, we got catfish bad. Well, I got catfish
What
worse.
was that? High school or college?
High school.
Yeah.
High school.
You thought she was
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. We got plenty of dudes off that shit though.
Really what?
He got plenty of news off of it. I got a whole bunch of heartbreak and deception.
Yeah.
But, whatever. He was in it for the titties.
Because I was like, yo, if these people are real, I'm gonna fuck the dog shit out. If these people is fake,
I bet they can hear all this shit. That's right. These some good ass Cinnabons. Look, once again, I'll be happy to be sponsored by Cinnabons. It don't matter. If y'all want me to advertise y'all product on this podcast, I'm down for it. I don't care what it is, as long as it's not racist and against my culture.
And the whole time it's in a bunch of swirls right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we not sponsoring these motherfuckers. Don't even show what the cinema look like.
I be like, man.
How we know this is our product? Show me the can.
If there's a factory out there that only make rug carpets and they're like, yo, man, we need you to promote our rug carpets. I'm like, man, these are the most ruggiest carpets I've ever seen in my life.
Persian, Peruvian.
Man, but they got it all, man. They got classic carpets. They got 90s carpets. They got it all, man. They got carpets. They got carpets that are on fire if you need a carpet.
Playing too, man.
They got carpets rolled up. They got carpets in boxes, and they got carpets.
What was that shit? The fake door emporium.
Yeah, exactly.
Fake door emporium.
Exactly.
Man,
They got
I
it all.
walked out the commercial, went home just to continue to show these doors are fake. Like, yo, that shit is classic.
I'm talking about all kinds of dedication. That's the type of dedication I'm offering to the table.
That's the type of dedication I need for my work. Talk about.
Shoot, like, man, y'all ain't had light bulbs like these light bulbs, yo.
I ain't got no electric bill with these motherfuckers.
I got the most health and safe, efficient light bulbs you can ever get out of Home Depot.
This like bud right here, it's like car keys.
You know what I'm saying? That's my type of advertisement.
Yeah, it's just on back to the main topic of, I guess, trust issues and shit. Like I said, I don't call them trust issues. I just straight out tell you, I don't trust you. Like I guess that's how I look at it. Saying you got trust issues is a sugarcoat. I'm not sugarcoating shit with you. I don't trust you. Why you don't trust me? I didn't did you like that. All girls the same. I'm different. I know, but until you tell me, until you show me enough time, I don't trust you. Straight up.
To get towards the end of this, right?
And my big booty, she done showed me throughout the years that I can trust you. So,
And to get to the end of this, basically, to get rid of trust issues, all you gotta do is just be straight up and honest from the jump, and maintain that 100% of the way. Don't change it over some years. Don't just always be real about what you're talking about.
if you got 200 followers, I shouldn't look at your shit in 3 days and see that you got 2,000 followers.
You ain't seen 3 days.
Somebody
down there gonna follow.
Like basically just stay consistent.
Organic, man.
Yeah, just stay completely organic. Like don't try to change up later, and don't try to like be fake in the beginning, because usually that leads to failure anyway.
If you great value, be great value. Don't act like you goddamn name brand, bro. Great value is a name brand in itself. It just don't cost as much.
If you Whole Foods, you Whole Foods. If you Walmart, you Walmart.
If you buy shit off food stamps, they'll be like, I got money, I bought all my groceries. You got food stamps.
Right. And don't leave people on and text people back and all the other good stuff you got to
Or
do.
not reply. Or say, text me, and then when I text you, why you text me? You told me to. What you mean?
Now, I'm willing to bet that most people ain't got to this 58-minute mark to where we start having resolutions and stuff like that. But if you did last this long into the podcast, thank you. And I'm glad you stayed to listen and hear all this foolery that we had going on.
Definitely, if you want to hear more of this shit, hit that subscribe button, drop a like. Definitely drop some comments on some more stuff we can talk about, because we have a game plan of what we're going to talk about, but definitely y'all feedback and input. Give us more random shit to talk about, because like we're not the most informed motherfuckers, but this is basic
random topics,
real spit. You know,
Real.
we ain't no celebrities yet. You know what I'm saying? We just regular people. And even if we did hit that level, we just regular people.
Real people, real opinions,
We
and
ain't
real
getting paid
thoughts.
by nobody. We just the motherfuckers will tell you honestly about your shit. Like, yo, you bad and everything, but your pussy stink, or your breath stink, or I can see your tracks.
Or whatever comes up in life.
Or, bro, you think you got hands, but did you just get your ass beat yesterday? Like, just because you beat that 1 week person don't mean you can beat goddamn 50 Tyson or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't no Floyd Mayweather or nothing like
You know what I'm
that.
saying? I don't even think. No, never mind.
Oh, man. Yeah.
No smoke.
Go ahead.
No smoke.
But all right, y'all. Thanks for listening to the Blue Trumpet podcast. Did anybody have anything they want to leave out on?
As always, illegal meditation, illegal _meditation. And my music page, Green Rocks, GRENROX_kitchen.
Alright. And y'all already know that the Blue Trumpet podcast has an Instagram and a SoundCloud. And it's semi-sponsored by a company that I have near and dear to my heart, Trey Feather Designs, where they make handmade bracelets and things to your custom needs. So go check them out on their Instagram page as well. Thank you. Thank you.